the far west of Singapore, the next chapter of the Republic's maritime story is being written. Construction of the future Tuas port is in full swing. It might not look much now, but the port will help Singapore remain competitive in the maritime industry. The maritime industry here provides jobs for more than 170,000 people and contributes to 7% of Singapore's gross domestic product. In 2017, port operator PSA handled 33.35 million containers, making Singapore the world's busiest transshipment hub. But our dominance is being challenged by rising regional players. So how does Singapore make sure that we continue to dominate the seas? When a vessel berths at a terminal, a key crane operator picks up the containers and loads them onto prime mover trucks. Subsequently, the containers are transported to a container yard where they are picked up by automatic yard cranes. Previously, operations here were very manpower intensive. However, they are now increasingly relying on automation in their day-to-day operations. Pasir Panjang Terminals 4, 5 and 6 deploy over 180 automated yard cranes. These yard cranes automatically detect containers on the trucks and offload them onto the container yard. A container equipment specialist who sits in the control center intervenes only in exceptional cases, such as if an automated yard crane is unable to read a number on a container. Another automated initiative currently on trial are the automated guided vehicles. There are 30 of these vehicles being tested in a live operational trial here in Pasir Panjang Terminal, the Living Lab. They are bidirectional and four-wheel steerable, which means that they can move forward and backwards as well as sideways. They navigate around the port via transponders embedded 10 centimeters in the ground, and these transponders are being detected by sensors placed on the trucks.
Technology has revolutionized both PSA and the broader port sector in the recent years. The once manual, labor-intensive sector has been increasingly being renewed by automation and the use of cutting-edge technology to provide world-class service to our shipping line customers, taking great leaps in terminal productivity.
More than 130,000 vessels call here every year. This makes the Singapore Strait and the surrounding waters among the busiest in the world. The Maritime and Port Authority of Singapore has the responsibility of ensuring safe navigation. Ships in these waters report under Strait Rep to Singapore's Vessel Traffic Information System or VTIS, operated by Maritime and Port Authority of Singapore. Implemented on December 1st, 1998, Strait Rep is a mandatory ship reporting system for ships travelling in the Straits of Malacca and Singapore. Under this system, these ships will have to report to the authorities of either Malaysia or Singapore. They will have to report details such as the vessel's name, if it is carrying any hazardous cargo, and if it has had any breakdowns. This system also requires MPA to issue alerts when a collision is known to be imminent. If it is docking in Singapore, it would have to be guided into the port by a harbour pilot. A harbour pilot is trained to navigate safely through the busy and narrow lanes of Singapore's port. PSA operates the container terminals at Keppel, Brani and Pasir Panjang. First announced in 2012, this is where the Tuas next generation port will be located. It will eventually consolidate all of Singapore's port operations. It will be completed in 4 phases and the first berths are expected to be operational in 2021. When fully operational, the port will be able to handle up to 65 million TEUs a year. This is more than twice the number of containers the port handled in 2017. To build the wharves where the ships will moor, huge concrete caissons were constructed. A caisson is a 28-meter high watertight concrete structure. Each caisson weighs about 15,000 tons, which is equivalent to the weight of about 8,000 cars. When the construction is completed, each caisson is towed to sea, where it is placed on the foundation on the seabed. A total of 221 caissons were constructed to form the wharf.
The need for the upcoming Tuas port is driven by both global and industry developments, as well as to meet our local needs. Tuas port allows Singapore to free up waterfront space in our city centre as we consolidate and optimize our future port configuration and enhance operations through employing new technologies.
Singapore's maritime industry faces stiff competition in the region. To remain competitive, the Republic forges ahead with long-term plans, harnessing the benefits that technology can bring.